we're gonna... Yeah, it's my mom's birthday in 2 days. Um, yeah. All right. So let's check out this game. It is called A Mortician's Tale. I don't know anything about it except that it looks exactly like a game I should play, so we're gonna play it. I have this little hand. Okay. See a notification I have to click. Alright, some texting here, alright. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name's Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Am I Charlie? Who am I? Ever hear that joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to you when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy's a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle. She sure wouldn't have hired you anyway. Alright, so this is just... Okay. I guess I am Charlie. Well, you're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office, you'll find your cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously, since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but let me know if you have any questions. Oh, whoa. I guess my subject lines to you should now be more professional now that we are business professionals. I can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. It sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. I guess it's not something you really think about. I should look more into this, learn more about your world and industry because as I said, you are now a very serious professional. Speaking of being a professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe someone paid me to move to London, and not London, Ontario, serial killer capital of Canada. I have a bunch of Canadian friends that live in London, by the way. Like, take that, everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face and hear my excellent British accent impersonation. Also, I signed you up for a funerals monthly newsletter. What the heck? Okay. Alright, hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families. Strange how grief affects people differently. That being said, Alright, take her in the prep room. The only thing you know about London, Ontario is that Canadian sitcom Life with Derek takes place there. Yeah, I don't even know that at all. All right, let's see what the mom wants. Okay, special requirements. Could you kindly not embalm my mother, and we will proceed with a closed casket. I know she wouldn't have wanted her death to have any negative impact in the environment, so she fought so hard to beat her heart disease and live healthily. It would be a shame to see her final moments be counter to the way that she lived. Thank you for anything you can do. Okay, funerals monthly. Thanks for subscribing. All right, okay, tips for funerals. This game is definitely in my alley. All right, don't be on your cell phone during a funeral. Okay, don't be loud and obnoxious. Okay, don't get drunk. Happily reminisce, give condolences, dress appropriately, and give a gift or sign the registration book. Okay, what is this? Oh, I need to respond. Sure, I'll get right to it. I do not know the channel Ask Mortician, but I did truly want to do this kind of stuff when I was a kid. So I have a friend who did criminal justice stuff. She went into whoa, okay. I'm glad this is not realistic looking. This is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burials, and viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Click the sponge. Oh, so this is what do you call it? Oh god, okay. I'm cleaning. Literally, this is how you clean a body. You just rub a sponge on it. That's it, you're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. It's time to go to Miss Garcia's funeral. You're responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it's also important to pay your respects to the loved ones. Just follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Okay. This game is very interesting so far. I don't know if any of you have played this here. Also, I didn't realize Charlie was dressed like a girl. Whoa, am I going to the actual funeral here? Okay, whoa. Let's not get on our cell phone. CJ's in your town, nice. I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain? At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Don't stop. Oh, stop it. Don't make me laugh right now. You guys are weird. Okay. Yeah, Charlie is a unisex name. Alright, Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. I think I actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Oh, that's sad. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular, rather. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we're talking to the family. We don't usually small talk a lot of these things, or at least that's what I was always taught. Okay, sure. What am I doing? What did I just do? Did I just like pray or something, or like lean over? Paid respects? Oh, I didn't press F though. Okay, well, I talked to everyone, so let's move on. Alright, I got an email. Thank you. Thanks for pressing F. That helped me. Alright. Okay, so let me explain this a bit. Wait, what? I am so frustrated right now. This totally looks like an email I would send. So let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacer's liver specimen we have at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907, and the liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associate it with fainting or hysteria, it's actually been associated with visceraptosis, which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, which is super unsettling but can also be caused by being pregnant. TLDR, of course, it's probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condensation about my wardrobe that also implies I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, so she probably wears a corset? Oh, yeah. I'm tired of hearing strangers, male colleagues, get on my case for wearing corsets. I wear them under my blazer and over a nice blouse, so it's not like I'm dressing inappropriately, even though dress codes are such sexist BS anyway. And I hate how their misogyny gets veiled in faux concern. Jen, I'm just worried you're damaging your body. You know what corsets do to liver, right? Corsets don't do anything to livers. Okay, well, that's good. Alright, here are the instructions for your next body. Here, let's look at the other ones first. Alright, we did a good job. Everyone was great. Great job. Okay. Oh no, a story about death? I was driving around the other day, taking our clients on their last trip around town, and I was thinking, did I ever tell you about the first time I went to a funeral? I was a teenager about to start university, and a friend of mine was killed in a car accident totally out of the blue. Really tragic stuff, messed me and my friends up real good. But so, the big day, we all got into our best suits and dresses and packed ourselves into a few cars. There were a lot of us, so we had at least 3 different cars full of us, like clown cars. While we're in the procession going to the cemetery, somebody in our car got a phone call from a friend in a different car. Turns out some asshat driver who doesn't know not to get in the way of a procession drove through the intersection and smashed right into our friend's car. Nobody was hurt, but can you imagine getting that call? Anyway, one of my friends in the same car as me, the one who got the phone call, hung up and started laughing, just laughing her ass off in that way that makes you not sure if they're really crying or if they've gone off the deep end. And she laughed, and then we all started giggling. Alright, I just remember that story because we work with death all the time, and I still get caught off guard by what that actually means. Great. Okay, what to wear when you're attending a funeral from a different culture. You should dress in something, be respectful. Cool, okay. Alright, what does it say? Your next job is a man named Mr. Duval, an elderly man, died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter if you have any questions. P.S. Charlie dear, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. I know I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise you I won't mother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew. He knows. Alright. I will get right on it. We're gonna embalm this Mr. Duval here. Oh, I'm wearing a completely different outfit. Oh, because I got ready for the funeral last time. Alright. Embalming. Whoa, why does he look like this? Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Okay, so we learned this last time. Gonna rub on this boudet. Alright. Click the razor and drag it over the body to shave it. Interesting. This does not look like hair. It looks like worms or something. Alright, in order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. This reminds me a lot of, what is the name of that game? Trauma Center. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each socket to give it shape. Okay. Keep the eyes shut. You need to glue them. Click and drag the glue onto each eye. Alright. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. You love Trauma Center, but you hard-locked it? How do you hard-lock Trauma Center? To keep them... Okay, click and drag the needle over the jaw to close it. Oh, I gotta do it, like, at an angle. Alright, click and drag the lotion over the body to moisturize it. So it's, like, actually going in the order of what's on here. Alright, embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel to make an incision. And then use the tube for draining blood. Okay, click on the cannula and drag it onto the carotid artery. That's like the neck, right? There we go. Now you'll need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Drag some additional tubing and drag it to the cannula. Click on the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. Cool. Click over the body to massage it. Alright, we're gonna massage while we're doing the chemicals. Oops, I missed that. The very last level, you need to save your magic time slow until after the cutscene until after this it gets slow. If you use it before then, it checkpoints at that and doesn't let you use it twice. Oh shit. I've definitely broken games where I like did something wrong. Like the first time I played Phantasmagoria, I believe, no, is it called Phantasmagoria? No, what's that old school point and click game where you're like in a town and you're solving mysteries and it's a horror game. Maybe it's called Phantasmagoria. I like broke the game. Yeah, it is Phantasmagoria. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. But I definitely got... Alright, we're gonna sew it up. Almost done. You'll need to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar. What the heck is a trocar? Oh, is that? Then click and hold on the abdomen until the liquid has been drained. Harvester? I've never played Harvester. That one sounds familiar, though. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duval's makeup as well as dressing and putting him in the casket. It's time to attend the funeral. I didn't realize that you'd be attending funerals in this game. That's actually really, really interesting. I feel like I'm dressed appropriately, I guess. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, one minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next that person's gone. Just like gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. It's so weird. Our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but like definitely not red no matter what. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. But in Phantasmagoria, I got like way stuck at the end. Because I like did some stuff and then I couldn't go any further, but then I already had a save file because I was like paranoid saving a lot, so it was just, I couldn't beat the game. Alright, let's go to the dead body here. F. Alright, that's it for that one. Alright. initialize. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Today's funeral is for a woman who died from breast cancer. Nothing fancy, just a standard cremation. Whoa, cremation. Cool. Alright, I'm on it. Oh no, I wanted to read the rest of these letters. My bad. I didn't realize it would do that. Alright. Alright, thank you. Alright, here's a thank you note. You did a good job, except my dad was kind of a jerk. Interesting. Mute cutes for death positive cuties. Charlie, I was doing some reading. I know you hate when I try to give you dating advice, but hear me out. There's a dating site that's specifically for people working in the death industry. Okay, so maybe I'm a little worried for you. You haven't mentioned anybody new since the breakup of 2014 that we will never speak of again after this moment. But you're always saying how tired you get of people being scared to ask about your day, so maybe meeting somebody in the industry isn't the worst idea. Just promise me you'll consider it, okay? It's harder for me to make sure you're seeing sunlight when I'm all the way across the ocean. I know you look like a babe with pale skin and witchy goth aesthetics are super hot right now, but vitamin D is still a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna try it out because people get turned off when you get super scared off when you tell them you work in a museum filled with dead bodies. Do you know how not interesting other people find teratomas? Oh, I love teratomas. Alright, we're gonna get a bottle of wine for this. It's called dead meat. Wow, okay. Paycheck coming late. Oh no. Well, we are waiting for a paycheck. Yikes. A teratoma is a tumor that sometimes will grow like hair or teeth inside of it. They're really wild. Yeah, that's an actual description of them. Mine was like a little LGBTQ funerals? What? You've no doubt heard that misgendering about the misgendering that transgender people are at times subjected to during their funerals. Whoa, yeah, yes, this shit is legit. We care a lot about this because we believe in treating every person with the same level of compassion, respect, and care. This is awesome. Enter male or female based on observation. Do not abbreviate or use other symbols. If sex cannot be determined after verification with medical records, inspection of the body, or other sources, enter unknown. Do not leave this up. Do not leave this. Sorry, I've looked. There's so much text in these paragraphs that it's hard to read and then look away and look back. Do not leave this item blank. Leaving it up to observation obviously enters a world of issues since bodies can be so different, and because of ingrained bias, people can draw incorrect assumptions based on their own inaccurate observations. That is so true. People who are trans deserve the same respect and death that people who are cisgender receive. This is so accurate. Okay, this is a really great letter in here right now. I'm really excited. Oh, I haven't even gone over here and looked at this yet. Prices for things. Can I close? Can I close? Okay. Here's my coffee. Can I drink my coffee? No, but I can click on it. Okay. Alright, let's do this cremation here. Before we cremate Mrs. Hall, we need to prepare her body. Mrs. Hall's brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process as not to damage them. That's really interesting. Why would you bring clothing and jewelry for her to wear and then because they probably cremated her after the funeral? Okay. She probably was wearing this in the casket and then they're gonna cremate her. Alright, put it on the purple tray. We'll place the necklace in the urn. We need to be able to identify the remains. Click and drag the round identification tag and place it in the coffin. Great. She's set to be cremated now. We're gonna press the button to cremate her. The music in this game is really calming. Bury her with her favorite clothes. I guess that's fair. I didn't think about that. I would probably want to be buried in all black. This is a cremulator. Cremulator? Probably cremulator. Cremation doesn't turn bodies into ash so much as bone fragments. Using the cremulator will break these bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Let's start by placing the urn in the cremulator. Click and drag the bone fragments and drop them on top of the cremulator. Interesting. Whoa, this is really cool. Now that the bones have been processed, click and drag the urn back onto the counter. Make sure to put Mrs. Hall's necklace back into the urn. Don't forget the tag. Click on the round identification tag and drag it to the urn. Click on the urn's lid and put it on top of the urn. All done. Amy will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. No, this is before. This is before or after. Before the funeral. So that's really interesting that they put her necklace with her body, and then they put the necklace in the urn. Why are all of their friends, everyone's friends are skinny? Okay, this is nice in a weird way. She'd like that we're all here talking. She always tried to keep the family together. The food is delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. I guess jewelry doesn't burn, that's true. Glad she was cremated and not like in an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. At least we all get to say goodbye. She would have liked that. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up, not once. She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. Okay, well then let's smile. Paying respects. Okay. I'm just thinking, like, if this becomes, like, trauma center, there'll be, like, fucking aliens and shit. Ooh, sorry. Okay. Let's start from the bottom. Alright. Excuse me. You've lived your life mindful of the environment, doing your part to reduce pollution. So, okay, natural burials. Natural cemeteries are becoming more popular and are focused on a few rules. Mainly, it's that bodies aren't allowed to be involved with chemicals, and bodies must be buried in a biodegradable shroud or casket. At Union Cemetery in Ontario, Canada, a natural burial is just $1,000, so it's like cheaper still. That's good. Green burials help preserve natural resources, work to reduce carbon emissions, protect the health of those preparing bodies, and restore/preserve natural habitat. So that's really cool. That's interesting. I can't reply. Okay. Charlie, I've been playing a new game when things are slow at work. It's called Tales from the Crypt Sweeper. It's like Minesweeper, but way harder. Like, seriously, it's really, really difficult. And I thought my Minesweeper game was on point after working that overnight front desk job at a hotel for 3 years, but I must have gotten rusty. Anyway, instead of mines, you want to avoid graves so you don't disturb the adorable ghosts. The main character also kind of looks like you. That's cute. Alright. Okay, I don't know what to do. Alright, so let's start from the bottom. Alright, I know this email might be a bit odd, but you said if I was ever having trouble, I could reach out and you would know somebody I could talk to about all this. I don't know what to do. I know my grandmother lived a full, good life and was very happy and that she's not in any pain now, but I still feel empty. Amy, I've never felt this empty before. What am I supposed to do now? I thought I was stronger than this. Can you refer me to someone to talk to? I don't want to freak out my mom right now. Wow, that's wild. I didn't realize that they would get letters like that. I thought I'd forward this to you. In situations like this, we typically connect Ryan with a grief counselor. Sometimes we get emails like this when people don't know where else to turn. It's difficult, and the family isn't always the most reliable. Usually I'd be happy to connect him, but I'm feeling a little tired, and it would be good for you to build these relationships on your own. That's cute. Okay. Alright. You asked if there's any special instructions we wanted to pass along. Please cremate my father. He has a pacemaker, too. Okay, so something different about the pacemaker. And there's a thank you. Alright, this is from the last lady that we just did. Okay, news about the future. Wait, what? It is with a very heavy heart that I'll write to let you all know that Rose and Daughters will no longer be in business. I just started this game like 20 minutes ago. The truth is, I don't know what to say. Since my father passed away, I've done my best to make Rose and Daughters warm and friendly to anyone who chose our services. It was my memorial to him, the original Rose. And you've all become like family, including you, Charlie, our most recent addition. But it's getting harder to make our ends meet. Rent is going up, okay. So, they have let's see. Same building, same name. They're keeping the name Rose and Daughters for tax purposes. Honestly, I'm trying hard not to see it as a move on their part to keep up the image that it's a family-run business. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know if there's anything I can do. Okay, well, very sad. Alright, let's do this. Oh, the other thing. Wait, that was Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Hold on. The tabs are different. Look at this. Look, it's an actual game. Whoa. I haven't played Minesweeper in so long. How am I supposed to know? Oh no, I found the ghosts. I don't know what these shapes mean. Oh, these are numbers. Whoa, I was doing so bad that time. Whoa, first click wrong. What letter is, or what number is that? Are these like, I don't know what the numbers are. Are these ones? Dude, I haven't played Minesweeper in so long. I can't play it if I don't, like, know what the symbols mean. Alright. We gotta take out this dude's pacemaker, I guess. I guess that is why it's so hard. Okay, Mr. Reyes came directly from the hospital, so we don't need to remove any valuables from him. Okay, he has a pacemaker we'll need to remove before cremation. Because pacemakers are batteries, they will explode inside the hot heat of the cremation machine, and we definitely don't want that. Okay, let's move his pacemaker first. Click and drag the scalpel over the heart to make an incision. You can see the pacemaker. Click and grab the forceps to pull it out. Oh, I have to actually click. Place the tag in the coffin. Cool. Alright. And cremation time, buddy. See ya. I'm already super into this game because they talked about, like, trans people's funerals. That was just like a cute touch. Okay, we'll do this again. Let's see. Earn in bones. Just one single rib, one leg bone, one skull bone. Turn him into mini marshmallows. There we go. Okay. Well, I think, so this was part of the COVID-19 pack, so I'm wondering if, because this had really high ratings when I looked at it before. I'm wondering if, I don't know, if something happened. Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but no, not really. He sounded like a difficult man. He was stubborn. That's just it, stubborn. What do you want to do after this? It's pretty nice out. Let's change and go find a patio somewhere. Sounds good. I could really use a beer right now. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time we tailgated? I don't know what that meant, but I always told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. If you lose, it shows all the ghosts. Oh, I guess that's true. You could, like, reverse engineer from there. I wonder if he ever liked me. He was nice to me, but I don't know. He never seemed like he really cared if I was there or not. Ugh, I've met people like that. Respects paid. What am I doing there? Clean my hands? Wash your hands. Alright. I'm going to start from the bottom. Alright. We rarely do listicles here, but for this month's newsletter, we thought a listicle would be the best place to deliver this month's advice. Alright, things not to say at a funeral. At least they're no longer suffering. Were they saved? They're with the angels now. Let me know if I can help. Yeah, that's a hard one, right? I know how you feel. Yeah, that's definitely... Just say I'm sorry if you don't know what else to say. Yup. Alright, you hate mushrooms so much I found the perfect thing for you. I've been thinking about death. I know, shocker, look what you've done to me. I think I want this mushroom suit. No, it's not called that. Oh, I know what they're talking about. Anyway, it's a biodegradable suit that the deceased wears. It's made with what people call a biomix, i.e. mushrooms and other microorganisms that help to decompose body, neutralize toxins in the air. Yeah, they just put you down and then, like, it's just your body decomposes. Love you, think about it, and let me know your thoughts. I want all of your thoughts. If it's not this, then maybe I'll have my ashes made into jewelry. Oh, I have a friend who did that with her cat, actually. Okay, thank you. Alright, here's one. I wanted to thank you for the service the other month, and I apologize if I was abrupt. It was kind of a shock for me and I didn't feel comfortable. He wasn't supposed to die yet. It hasn't been easy. Whoa. Okay. Oh no, okay. I was hoping... Oh no. Okay, let's start from the bottom. Oh, this is the letter from... Wait, oh no, fuck no. Disregard our son's will as it concerns matters of his burial. He was clearly not thinking right and didn't know what he really wanted. Proceed with an open casket funeral. I was hoping you wouldn't have to confront this situation yet. They're never easy. Rose and Daughters has been asked to prepare the body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. Unfortunately, he didn't make anyone his power of attorney or didn't have any witnesses sign his living will or his advance directive regarding these wishes, so his family is legally in the right to do whatever they want with his body. It's unfortunate, but we have to do as his family wishes. Matthew has graciously offered to take this on if you are uncomfortable with the subject. Instead, we have a second body you can prepare for a funeral we're hosting later in the afternoon. Is this suicide something you're comfortable dealing with? All right, like, so I'm like comfortable with this, but I don't want to do like just what his family's like the family says. So I'm like, maybe I'm not comfortable with this. Like, I'm not comfortable with somebody saying they wanted something after they died and I'm supposed to do something different. Like, I'm just not going to be comfortable with it. But now what? That's it? Okay. Do I have a different body instead to prepare? Okay. This is different. The deceased body is asked for an open casket funeral. Let's start by cleaning the body. Okay. Alright. Rigor mortis. Can't show pixelated titties, so we have to put a sheet over her. Eye caps. And then glue. And then cotton balls. And then close the mouth. Okay. Lotion. Which is the most interesting part of this to me. I didn't think that lotion would be part of it. Okay, so then we're doing the neck. And then the tubing. And then this thing. And then connect the machine with more tubing. Oh, I was like, where am I putting this? Alright, then turn on the machine. So now we have to rub down the arm and stuff. Ah. I wonder what kind of effect the fact that I said I was not comfortable with doing that is going to have on the game. Well, those two dots were really close to one another. That was weird. Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe it was an actual trigger check. You're right. I didn't even think about that, but that totally makes sense. That's good. Yeah, thanks for thinking about that. I just didn't personally. Okay. My problem before is I was holding it down, but I didn't wait until the X was disappearing, and I think that's what I was missing before. Alright. I want to do her makeup. I wish the makeup was part of the game, too. It doesn't look like her at all. Where's Maria? She couldn't be on here. She didn't want to see her mother's body. I mean, I don't blame her. Anyway, I'm pretty impressed with the food. Did you try the amaretti? I wonder if there's a difference in like what the rating was a month ago and what it is now versus like after the COVID-19 bundle came out. She's no longer suffering or in pain. Yeah, she's in a better place now. She was too good for this world. Okay, thanks, Aunt Sandy. I haven't cried since she died. Not once. How is Anna crying and not me? I'm the one who lost a parent. I know, because sometimes people just cry, man. Sometimes people are just gonna cry. Like, you can't... You know? Well, I wonder if the rating is... A lot of the negative reviews say they got it as part of the bundle. That's really interesting because I got this as part of the bundle, but it was very appealing to me. You know? Like, but I'm the target audience of this game. Okay, start from the bottom. All right, different funeral traditions. In Judaism, interment usually begins immediately after somebody has passed. Up until burial, the body is never supposed to be alone, so often families will appoint a shomer, guardian, to remain with the body. Preparations for burial begin as soon as possible. I know, we're doing Shiva now. Oh, isn't it Shomer? Maybe I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Okay, preparations for burial begin as soon as possible in Muslim traditions as well, but not all practices are strictly religiously focused. In the aughts in South Korea, the amount of graveyard space began to shrink drastically, causing a law to be passed that required families to remove a loved one's body from its burial place after 60 years? Whoa, where do you put them then? Like, where do you put them then? Um, Wild. Oh yeah, see, like, compressed remains into beads. Like I said, a friend of mine had turned her cat into like a necklace or something. I guess you would cremate them then. Um, the turning of the bones are Famadiana, maybe? A ritual by the Malagasy people of Madagascar. Famadiana has families return to an ancestral crypt, exhume the bodies wrapped in cloth before dancing with the bodies to lively music. Whoa, that's crazy. I love it. All right, can't really write much now. I have a lot of work to do with an inlingual hernia from 1750. Okay. Anyway, this event that I'm forwarding you is taking place near you. I thought you might be into it. Okay, let's see. Come, increase the awareness of death. Inguinal, thank you. Increase awareness of death with a view to helping people make the most of their finite lives. Join us, have a tea and cake, and talk with others about our thoughts, fears, and illuminations on death. When people talk about death and dying, it tends to illustrate their humanity. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, thank you for taking care of Jocelyn's cremation. The bike accident was, well, it was more than I was expecting. I know she wanted to be cremated, and to be honest, I don't think I could bear seeing her like that. Okay, interesting. Below are the details for our next client. Ensure you follow this requested specifications exactly. All right, like, the only specification here is, like, cremated. Okay. Can I just say, first off, this is bullcrap. Knowing how these corporations run, I wouldn't be surprised if they're monitoring our emails. I'm just upset. I get that Amy didn't have much of a choice, and they just swooped in, and now we have to deal with their BS practices. They're colder than the corpse I picked up from the morgue this morning. Who charges this much for funerals? It feels dirty and exploitive. Expletive? Exploitive. Alright, there'll be a number of changes that will come to Rose and Daughters, so there will be a memo that comes out. Oh, so now there's these new funeral packages, because when we clicked before it was like per thing, but now it's per person or something like that. That's really awkward. Alright, I'll get right to it. I would just be like, nobody come to my fucking funeral then. Charge no money. Alright, prepare your body for cremation. We gotta take the jewelry off. Gotta put the thing in the coffin. That was it. I have never had a hernia. I kind of like know what they are, but I don't really know enough about them to... I feel like they're more common in people with male bodies, but... Alright, time to break down the bones. This is a cool urn. It's got like birds on it. If I was cremated, maybe a bird urn would be cool. I have a friend who would very much like a bird urn. Okay, I'll watch first, then the tag, then the lid. Alright. I know, yes, I was definitely talking about you. Wasn't sure if you were here or not still. Alright. Alright, let me get my headset back on better. There we go. Should we do a vigil at the spot? Careless drivers, I swear to God. She was always so careful, wore her helmet, signaled, used bike lanes. Asshole drivers, they need to pay attention. Have you heard what's happening to the driver? No, I haven't wanted to ask Leah. This has been hard enough on them without asking about the legal ramifications of all this. Yeah, after all this, let's see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't deal with the death of their partner all by themselves. Seems like Leah, whoever this is, has no gender pronouns here. I have to go through all her things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No, thanks. But no, I don't know. It's so intimate. Feels like I should do it myself. She would kill me if others saw the things we have. Huh, yeah, she was kind of a closed book, except to you. Yeah, she was special. I'm glad I'm here, but wow, I just need a glass of wine and to binge watch something right now. Oh god, that's awful. Lifting something with your knees can cause some of your intestine to displace into your scrotum? Are you serious? Oof. So glad it was a cremation. I would have lost it seeing her body. Alright. Glad I don't have those parts. Alright. That's the inguinal. I had to like look up to where you had typed that before because I could not remember exactly how to pronounce it, even though you just did it a minute ago. Am I washing my hands? Yes, I am. Great. Alright. Home funerals, why do it? It wasn't that long ago that we were taking care of our own deceased, but nowadays people are quick to pass off their loved ones to a funeral home. Oh, I never really thought about that. I guess before there were funeral homes, we probably all did it ourselves, right? Being around the deceased allowed the bereaved to spend a longer period of time with their loved one's body, which can help them mourn or give opportunities to family members or friends to see the deceased one last time. That's really interesting. I don't think it would weird me out to have my family's, like, person's body at the house. But that's just me. I'm obviously, like, not too weirded out by stuff. All right, states like Alabama, Connecticut, Illinois, which is where I physically am right now, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, and New York all require a funeral director's involvement. So that's interesting. I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs, like a human being, Charlie, a human being. We as a species have seen the beginning of our end. Okay. Alright, I'm proud to announce that the Hillside Heritage Enterprises received a contract with the city to dispose of unclaimed bodies? Whoa. Cremation is preferred here as it is the more cost efficient of the two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless. Okay. Oh, I still didn't... I need to stop doing that before I actually read all the emails. Alright. Let's see. New uniform and dress code. No tattoos are to be visible. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they're properly covered and hidden. Well, me, the person talking right now, Samantha, I cannot cover all of my tattoos at this point. I have to wear, like, I have tattoo that goes on in my hand. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell. Fuck you! Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage the deceased loves one to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. Oh god, that's unpleasant. Charlie, I need a drink. Beer after work. Also, I really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry and angry, and no, I will not say hangry ever. Okay. Right. I reviewed your request on if we can perform green burials. I should have informed you of this in the beginning, but we do not perform green funerals as they are not cost effective. All employees must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers, so try your hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose a traditional burial package complete with embalming caskets and vaults. Did you call me Charlotte? Are you calling me Charlotte? Yeah, oh my god, we had a revelation at the same time. My name is not Charlotte, by the way. It's Charlie. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's help this homeless dude. We'll need to prepare his body. He doesn't seem to have any valuables, so let's just worry about putting his ID tag in the coffin. Okay. And then he had a pacemaker and everything blew up. Okay. Oh, we gotta do the urn first, then the bones. Oh my god, do I have to pick this one? Okay. Like, please let me get a bone. Let me get a bone. There we go. Oh, you got another oarfish? Oh, you gonna get the oarfish model? That's awesome. That would be terrifying. Let me get a bone. Oh no, I didn't even think about this. Oh, fuck. He was homeless and evidently nobody knew who he was and he died and he had no friends. Thanks, game. I've read threads that are like, I had this homeless guy that was outside of work all the time, and then he died, and I don't know what happened to him. It's very sad. Okay, water everywhere. Water cremation. Whoa. Traditional cremation takes a huge toll on the environment, and water cremation is an alternative method. How does it work? It's basically a water-based chemical process that uses really strong alkali and water heated up very high, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's probably like 120 Celsius, maybe? Maybe 130 Celsius? Maybe even hotter than that, actually. Maybe it's probably like 160 or 170. I don't even know. It basically works like a sped up version. 176? Okay, sorry. My brain, for some reason, for a moment was like, water is 300, not 212. I don't know what happened there. The excess water gets put through the same water treatment process as any sewage water, and alkaline hydrolysis uses significantly less energy than the traditional cremation process. That's really cool. I had no idea. Oh, dating a makeup special effects, and she's like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves Ava's possession and was equally freaked out by the possession scenes, but so utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who have been possessed. But yeah, her name is Lily, and she's super death positive and isn't too freaked out by the work, and isn't too into it like the last dude I saw. I just really like spending time around bisexual representation. Bisexual representation. She also totally gets what I mean when I say that, like, working with death and spending so much time thinking about death actually makes me happier. It makes everything else feel so much worth it, you know, memento mori or whatever they taught us in that one poetry class we took. This is very cute. She's super into roller coasters, and I think the idea of sharing cotton candy, or maybe not, I don't want to throw up on the rides. Then maybe I'll kiss her on top of a Ferris wheel. Be super corny and cliche for once in my life. Anyway, enough about me. I'm still in shock from your last email. Oh, look. Register a business. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, I'm done. Charlie, it's official. I put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how unhappy I am working for Mega Corporation 101. My skills, especially my driving ones, are useful in other professions. I'm not worried about myself, but you I'm actually worried about. You're too good for this corporate scum. You actually care about the people you work with and for. Don't let them defeat you. I'll bring beers over next week. Okay. We are thrilled to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated subsidiary Rose and Daughters just signed a contract with Morning Valley Hospital, allowing us access to all the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. Whoa, what the heck? So, like, I don't understand what this means, but okay. Let's see. Okay, regarding the last time we spoke, my daughters and I would still prefer to host a home funeral and keep my wife here until she's ready to be buried. Her heart attack was just so sudden, I don't know what to do. So then Chad said, I understand your desire to keep your wife at home, but I assure you the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional funeral package instead. So, like, he's trying to convince them to come. He's like this is the CEO. He's like trying to convince them to come to the thing. Okay, we'll take the traditional funeral package. Thank you for considering us in this hard time. He's calling me Charlotte again. Like, he obviously doesn't pay attention to anybody. I see you were not able to convince the Dimka family to take a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order to not lose the sale. Please read the enclosed emails for a lesson on how to properly upsell customers. What the fuck? I don't want to see that we've lost any customers because of your refusal to upsell. Eat my dick. I also, for some reason, cannot say Charlotte. I keep saying Charlotte and all sorts of random shit instead. Yeah, like, if he's a CEO, then he's just gonna be like that. Like, that's... Like, man, but I guess, like, the thing is about being a CEO or about doing stuff like that is you have to do the thing that's not always the right thing in order to get ahead. Because that's how people who are CEOs get ahead, is by not always by doing the thing that's right, it's by doing the thing that makes money, which is, like, very distressing, but it is the way of the world, right? Like, he's not the CEO because he's like a nice person who's just very like laid back and shit. He's the CEO because he's like more aggressive, or like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain this without sounding too like judgmental or whatever. I'm not trying to be super judgmental. I'm just trying to be like, CEOs aren't always mega assholes, but they definitely like got to the place that they're at. Yeah, no, eat the rich, you're right. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, of course, eat the rich, obviously. Fucking eat the rich and you know, chew on their bones or whatever. I know this is very Trauma Center-esque. It's actually really cool. Like, since I've done this a couple times now, I'm not even reading the instructions anymore. I appreciate that they're on the screen just in case I would, like, forget or something like that, but... I missed a dot. Max asked me if she could watch me play the game I'm playing tonight. I was like, not this one, kiddo. Oh no. Okay, so the incision closed. That's this. And then we're gonna use this thing to suck all the stuff out of her. Oh, I didn't hold it down long enough. I have to wait till the X disappears. Okay. Wait, who's gonna take... Nobody's gonna do her... Well, oh, he put in his 2 weeks. He didn't actually quit yet, though. I got a nurse's hat for my Animal Crossing Dr. Beeb costume. It's really great. I'm starving. Why do these things always make me so hungry? You're always hungry. Ugh, fucking amen. I feel the same way. This feels so impersonal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have had their reasons. Oh yeah, hey, what did you think of that trailer I sent you? Oh yeah, I heard that show was so good. I saw that video of that one kid actor doing karaoke. It's so cold in here. I think they have the air conditioning on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk later. It's really nice out. Would be good to stretch my legs. Oh yeah, I want a hospital mask really bad. If you can give me one, I would love that. That'd be really great. Do you think we did the right thing? I feel bad not doing what Mom asked for. I don't know, honey, but what that Chad guy said seems right. We don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Ew, you're gross. Yeah, I just want Mom to know I loved her. Wish I hadn't yelled at her before. Shh, it's okay. She knew you loved her. Fights happen. Please don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Me too. Max is playing Animal Crossing again too, and it's really cute. Alright. So I truly don't have any idea how long this game is. I've been playing it for like almost an hour now. Wait, what's this? Is this my office at my own place? Am I at home? Did I get fired? Today's the day already. I can't believe how quickly this has come up. Thank you for your understanding and your work. You've made today easier already. Ooh, interesting. Congratulations. Oh, did I do it? I know it's been a rough year for you, but you stuck through it all like a champ. You deserve this. Finally being your own boss. Oh, I did get my own place. It's a great move for you. No more having to explain anything you don't want to. I'm trying not to be too cheesy right now. Can't wait to be home next week for a visit and check out your new space. All right. When I first became a hearse driver, I was told that my most important job wasn't steering, it was sympathizing. I respectfully disagree, and thankfully I concentrated on my driving skills because I'm now working as a, wait for it, bus driver. A school bus driver, Charlie, can you believe that? Pretty sure if I said the most important part of my job now wasn't steering, I'd be fired immediately. I don't know what else to tell you. For some reason I don't even know how else to tell you. I was worried you'd think less of me, but I don't know why. You've never been the judgmental kind. And besides, corpses are way easier to deal with than children. Screaming children, might I add. I actually love it. These kids can be pretty cute, but don't tell Amy I told you that. She was always harping on me for not having any kids and for being all cynical about them. Congrats on your new business, Charlie. I'm proud of you. Okay. Charlie, dear, I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I hired you for Rose and Daughters. If there's anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to help. P.S. I sorely miss you and Matthew's terrible sense of humor. Okay, what's this? So is this is our funeral home. We have a $1,000 home funeral, a green burial, and then a direct cremation. Okay. All right. What is this? Are we doing green burials? Are we just burying someone in the backyard? This hurts. I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much, but thank you for helping me give her the funeral she always wanted. Anyway, I think we're ready to get started now. I guess we are just burying someone in this backyard over here. Really? Okay. I'm thinking what I would like to say right now. So I think that I did like that game, but I also think it was, the plot was very stilted. Like, evil corporation and, like, you're the only good one, and you managed to be, you know, like, it could have, like, yeah, you're right, it could have used, like, a layer of drama on your own place, or, like, some kind of control over something, you know? I truly thought this game was more like 3 hours long, not 1 hour long. I wonder if there's, like, more to do now that we beat it once? Probably not. I mean, I didn't, like, save at any point, so I don't know what continuing is going to do. Is this just the beginning of the game again? Oh no, it is where we last were. I wonder if you can, like, do things wrong on purpose. Like, I don't know if there's a way to, like, lose the game. Okay, so let's like, end this real quick. Nah, it's an art game? That's fair. Alright, hold on, let's get out of this. So you can't, if you can't mess the game up. Also, this is really weird here at the end. Like, what is happening right there? Are they, like, are they putting dirt over her? I'm not quite sure what's happening there. It looks like they're dancing. Okay. Well, I thought that was interesting. I paid free $99 for it. What's the price on the internet? Like, what is the... $10? I feel like that was probably more than I would pay. Yeah, I like the pro-death message. I like the bisexual characters. I like the talk about trans people. I got an achievement because I talked to everybody at every funeral. And I also got an achievement for beating the game. I wonder if there are other... There's one locked achievement that I did not get. Oh, the locked achievement is beating Crypt Sweeper, which I do not think I'm going to do. Bye, thanks for being here. Alright, well, that was kind of all I was planning on playing specifically tonight. I thought this was truly going to be 3 hours because that's what the internet was telling me before. So let's see what else we can do. Because I kind of don't want to be done streaming yet. I'm not really... I could play World of Horror. Okay, well that was fun. Alright, let's see. I could play World of Horror. I could play... oh, we could unlock the last protagonist in World of Horror. Are you guys interested in World of Horror? People that are here right now?